The action that has been taken on propaganda and fake narratives. Let's talk about that. Here is Pakistan's Information and Broadcasting Minister Ataullah Tarar's X account that has been blocked in India days after he claimed that Islamabad had credible intelligence that New Delhi may carry out military strike on neighboring country within 24 to 36 hours in the wake of the Pahalgam terror attack. Now, a screenshot of Tarar's X account showed a message that it was withheld in India in response to a legal demand. The profile picture and the cover image of Tarar's X account are now blank. And this is in a late-night press briefing that Tarar had claimed that Pakistan had received, according to him, credible intelligence indicating that India may carry out a military strike within next 24 to 36 hours. This came after Prime Minister granted the Indian Armed Forces a complete operational freedom to respond to Pahalgam terror attack. Visibly spooked, Pradeep Shrinjo is also connected with us. But as far as when it comes to the fake propaganda and narratives now concerned, that needs to be rooted from the bud itself. And it seems that when it comes to Pakistani ministers who have been peddling this fake narrative are now also blocked in India.
Nothing can be more bizarre than this thing that information who is supposed to provide information to his community and the people of that region, he is indulging in disinformation campaign because it was in the middle of night he had given a press conference in which he had said that they have got credible inputs that India is going to attack Pakistan within 24 to 36 hours. And that's one of the reasons that India has taken action and his account has been blocked because there are people from across the border who are continuing with the misinformation campaign. They are peddling lies, they are churning out lies because they want to create unrest in India. They want to destabilize situation. They want to widen fault lines between Hindus and Sikhs, and they want a civil war kind of a situation. Yeah, that's one of the reasons that action has been initiated. Because Pakistan also knows they can't match military might of Indian forces. So that's why for the last several decades we have seen that they are avoiding conventional war with India. They are indulging in proxy war or the low-intensity conflict, and where they are pushing in terrorists like rats into the side of the border. They target our brave hearts or they target innocent unarmed civilians and they hide in burrows. And that's exactly what has happened in Pahalgam case also. But instead of having any kind of a remorse or taking any action against those terror-related elements, we've seen that Pakistan is complete denial mode. And what is more important is that all those Bollywood stars also, all those Pakistani stars who come to Mumbai and act in many of the Bollywood movies, even not a condemnation from their side, none of them have really spoken out against any of these Pakistani terrorists or Pak proxies. So this has happened during 26/11 also. This has happened after Pahalgam massacre also. So why to promote, propagate and allow their accounts to function here and they should get more likes and they should make money on the blood of India? That's not really going to happen because India has made it clear that blood of India is not cheap. So we will not be tolerating or sparing anyone whosoever is trying to harm India, whether it's directly or indirectly or whether it's through terror-related elements. So that's one of the reasons that India has taken a strong action. It's a crackdown against all these elements who are trying to spread hatred, who are trying to spew venom against India, whether it's a cricketer, whether it's an influencer, whether it's a Pakistani actor or actress or the Pakistani politician. But what can be more shocking is that this shows the real face. So here is an information minister who is supposed to provide information, but he is the one who is indulging in disinformation campaigns. So what can be expected from Pakistan? So Pakistan is a Fakistan. We have seen that this is not first time they had been doing for the last several decades. They carry out terror-related activity and then they keep on denying. Same thing happened during the Kargil war also. They kept on denying for years.
Well,
that
this
they
action
were not
was due and it has now been taken as far as the Pakistan Information Minister is concerned. Like imagine viewers, he is the Pakistan Information Minister and he doesn't have the correct information because he had once claimed that India will strike, and he said that he had credible information that India will strike in 24 to 36 hours. However, that did not happen. And this is nothing but false narratives that are now being spread even by their own ministers. Now, India, as far as the strikes that continue diplomatically and also on a military level, is also considering to choke financial aid to Pakistan by pushing it again in grey list at the FATF that has been in 2018, but somehow Pakistan managed to come out of it in 2022. India gathering support from the other FATF members as well, and it has received condolence messages from at least 23 out of the 40 countries. And India, being a member of the FATF, is likely to make a move on this platform, can restrict fundings from foreign countries as well. This is a move that could financially put a big burden and strain on Pakistan, because this is where India is now seeking Pakistan's return to the FATF grey list and raising concerns over the misuse of 7 billion IMF packages as well. And India is now seeking as far as downgrading relations and seeking FATF grey list re-entry for Pakistan. That would further impact diplomatic and financial ties with terror states. So if Pakistan is reinstated on the grey list, the country would face increased scrutiny and financial limitations, particularly affecting its access to foreign investments as well.